recently came back from a week in Banff National Park, and I thought I would show you guys everything that I got up to, so here it is.
That's literally so beautiful.
Our very first stop on the first day was to stop and get some coffee, so we went to Wildflower Cafe where I got an iced latte, and it was just a really cute spot. Honestly, I have no complaints. After that little energy pick-me-up, we drove over to Canmore because we had to do some grocery shopping for the day.
First day here in Banff, we're actually in Canmore and we're gonna head out, try to find some groceries, but first there's this bookstore that I found and I really want to go check it out, even though like I have enough books, so that's where we're going. And then I'm gonna be just bringing you along this week. My sister just... Are you going for a swim? I'm a little cold.
Our first stop in Canmore, as I mentioned, was Cafe Books, where they have both new and used books. You just have to go into the back if you want to get to the used book section. It took us a little while to find it just because it is quite big and they have like a really wide selection, and it's also just really fun to get lost in there and browse for hours. After that, we just kind of continued walking down the main street, and there were so many cute stores, and so obviously we went into like all of them and just had a really fun time browsing and looking at everything.
This is big though.
We did end up going grocery shopping for like our supplies for the week, although I did not record that because there were more interesting things to show. And then we ended the day off by just walking along Bow River and continuing to kind of explore the area surrounding Banff, because there are so many trails you can actually do from like the main street, so we just kind of visited and explored that way.
Let's take the little bridge. That's so pretty.
On day 2, it was actually supposed to rain, so I had planned kind of like a rainy day itinerary, but I guess fortunately for us, it ended up being pretty sunny. But that being said, we did go over and visit the cave and basin kind of like area. So over there you'll find the natural hot springs, and you can kind of walk around and visit that. It is really pretty to look at, but one thing you should note is the smell. Obviously it smells of sulfur because it comes like from the ground, so it has all those minerals. And so it's really pretty to look at, but it will smell like rotten eggs.
By the way, it smells really bad. Like, it's really cute, there's a smell to it. I wish you could smell through camera. It's sulfur, but yeah.
It was honestly really interesting to visit because we kind of got to know about the history of the national park and how it all began over like ownership of this one hot spring. And so eventually we did get to visit the hot spring itself, which is located inside of a cave, so you kind of have to like watch your head and walk through this really like low tunnel, but then it opens up onto the actual cave, and it's just a really surreal sight. The water is like this glowing turquoise color and the sunlight is just like filtering in. Again, the smell, interesting to say the least, but it's definitely worth the visit.
Yeah, I got the bear spray. We actually saw a bear while we were driving. That was kind of crazy. We're hiking now. We're doing Johnson Canyon. Follow me. Cue the montage.
On day 3, we visited Johnson Canyon, which is definitely one of the most popular hikes, I believe, in Banff. And there are the lower falls, the upper falls, and then we followed the trail all the way up to the ink pots.
We made it, but it is so cold. I can't feel my hands, but the view is like literally out of a Toblerone chocolate bar. That's so nice. Toblerone? Am I holding the mountains? Now we have to do it all again, but backwards.
At the end of the day, it was getting a little bit cloudy and overcast, so we were initially planning on doing the gondola, but obviously we wanted to enjoy the view, and that would have been a little bit hard with all the clouds and fog in the way, so we ended up going to the hot springs instead just to warm up. And it was actually a really nice thing to do on like a rainy day because there were, I'm guessing, fewer people than normal, and it was just like a way to warm up. But yeah, it's just kind of like a chlorinated pool, but it is heated up by like the natural water from the hot springs, so that is pretty cool. Day 4 is the day that we did our most challenging hike, which was the sea level cirque hike. Even though it was very challenging and probably one of the most challenging hikes I've done in a while because it just starts and it's like straight uphill, it was super interesting because as you're walking and like hiking the trail, there are different like abandoned mine shafts that you can visit. I'm gonna be honest, if I did not know that these were mine shafts and if there hadn't been like signs to say keep out abandoned mine shaft, I might not have known that that's what it was because it's just kind of like these holes in the middle of the ground. But there was also like this house that's kind of, I guess, abandoned, and that was kind of spooky and interesting.
It's like something out of a video game. House tour. That's literally so beautiful.
Born over a fault line, bad teeth and worse habits, high heels in a trailer. If you want it, you should have it. Cracking like a glacier.
We're literally like we're on top of a mountain right now, or basically like I mean, that's the top, but like I wouldn't risk going up there. But look at this.
Observations of a tired out complaint.
As for our afternoon plans, we kept it rather simple after that challenging hike, and we just drove to Jasper National Park. Even though driving might not seem like that much of an activity, the views are just like unmatched, and it is just such a scenic drive. I really recommend it. We also stop at Bow Lake and Pedo Lake along the way.
Close your eyes, hear the voice within calling. This heavy load got under your skin. All in, you got the white knuckles holding on to tight.
On the drive to Jasper, we also saw more bears, so if you want to see any during your trip, I definitely recommend driving along the Icefield Parkways, because we ended up seeing, I think, 3 in total, one of which was really close. Like, it was just chilling at the entrance of this trail, and luckily we were inside of our car and not doing that trail, because if I just like done that trail and arrived at the parking lot and saw a black bear, I would be shaking in my hiking boots. We started day 5 by walking up the Tunnel Mountain Trail. It's just like directly, I guess, connected from city center, so you can directly walk up to it from there, and it was a really nice sunny day, so we got to enjoy that in the morning.
Today we're kind of taking it slow. We have some plans to go horseback riding this afternoon, which I'm pretty excited about, and then also dinner tonight. But yeah, we're kind of just walking around because the houses are adorable here. It's also warm today. We're gonna do the Tunnel Mountain Trail. Kind of scary, not gonna lie. You wake up in the middle of the night and just this guy's in the corner of your room.
In the afternoon, we had booked a horseback riding tour, which was honestly one of the most fun activities I think we did during the whole trip, and definitely switched things up a little bit. I'm not usually the type of person that enjoys horseback riding that much, but I really think this was worth it, and it was such a fun way to like explore the area.
Besties. Go this way. That's so cool. We're about to board and go on top of the mountain for a nice view. Oh, also we bought poutine so we can eat it at the top of the mountain.
We woke up bright and early on day 6 to visit Lake Louise, and we ended up actually taking a shuttle there because we found that was the most straightforward and convenient way to visit.
Oh, the rock moved. That was scary. Okay, maybe I should not do that. About to do a hike, and there's a tea house on top of that mountain, and I'm really excited. I hope they have matcha. Let's check it out.
It was a really gorgeous day, and we ended up hiking up to Little and Big Beehive, and at the top you could really see the lake so well in all of its glory. You could even see some people canoeing on it. On the way down, we stopped by the very popular Lake Agnes Tea House, which is just this little cottage like in the middle of the mountain where you can stop by and get some tea.
Clarice on the rocks. Yeah, now we're at Lake Moraine. We're just gonna enjoy here for a little bit, and then I think after that just gonna head back to the hostel and get ready because we have a reservation for dinner. That's pretty much it. That's my update from the rocks.
As our last activity, we decided to go out with a bang by going whitewater rafting down the Kicking Horse River in Golden, British Columbia.
Just got to the rafting place. There's a dog.
This was honestly such a fun way to end off our trip, and I did not expect to enjoy it that much, but our guide was like super friendly. So yeah, I just like had a really fun time, and I could not stop like smiling the whole time that we were going down these rapids. You get like definitely splashed, and yes, it's really cold, but it's also so thrilling. How do you feel about going whitewater rafting in a class 4 rapid?
I feel ready. I could be in the Hunger Games with this outfit.
And with that, our trip came to an end. It was honestly such a like fun destination overall, and I really enjoyed, and really am grateful that I got to visit and experience that. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed me bringing you along for all of it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!